What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to a daily dose of transfer content. And today it is going to be Saturday the 18th of July. We have confirmed deals to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. My previous episode will be down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, there'll be a new video in your sub box. And finally, drop a comment down below, I'll try to respond to as many as I can. But first up, we have got a transfer I mentioned yesterday, and it's all official now, and that is the Ghana youngster Mohamed Kudus. He has completed a move to Dutch giants Ajax. The 19-year-old joins Erik ten Hag's fold from Danish outfit FC Nordsjælland, and it's a 5-year deal worth around €9 million as a transfer fee. He's been handed the number 20 jersey at the Eredivisie side, and apparently he's also very versatile. On FIFA Ultimate Team, for example, he's a centre midfielder, but he's also, like right now in real life, he's a centre forward. Malmo have signed Swedish attacker Ola Toivonen from Melbourne Victory, and it's a free transfer. I'm unsure whether he used to play for them at the start of his career, but he's now returned to Sweden. And the next story is via Fabrizio Romano. He said this transfer will be completed very soon, and as the Saint Etienne have agreed to sign highly rated Adil Uchiche, I probably said his name wrong, so I apologise for that, and it'll be from Paris Saint-Germain on a free transfer. Again, he's very highly rated, and there were a lot of teams interested, such as Arsenal, Bayern Munich, but he wants the chance at more regular first team football. Manchester United are set to sign Real Madrid wonderkid ALVARO FERNANDEZ CARRERAS as after agreeing terms on a 4-year deal. The 17-year-old left-back's contract expired last month, and he has been weighing up his options. This source is from AS, and I think he would be a new player to FIFA 21. And next up, Dutch media are saying that Wesley Sneijder is considering coming out of retirement to play football next season. The 36-year-old will start training later this month, and that'll be at amateur team DOS Holland Stichtse Boys. Again, my pronunciation is not really on point this morning, but it is a club based in Utrecht, and that could lead him to join his hometown club FC Utrecht. And their owner has said that he's spoken to Sneijder about a return, and it's now basically just up to the player himself. Like, there were rumours last week saying that Sneijder was considering it, and it looks like now he will follow in the same footsteps as Arjen Robben and be back playing football for next season. And the next story is from the Times. They're saying that Tottenham are interested in signing Leicester City's Demarai Gray. The 24-year-old has entered the final year of his contract at the King Power Stadium, and Spurs are keen to sign players on the cheap. That's because of financial instability, and that is caused by the coronavirus pandemic. Yasser Larouci is set to leave Liverpool this summer, with promotion candidates Leeds United and Brentford among the clubs interested in signing him. Goal has learned that the Reds have held preliminary discussions with a host of clubs, with a championship promotion chasing duo at the head of the queue. And he is a player with a lot of potential, but unfortunately for him, it will be very difficult to get in ahead of Andy Robertson. So moving on elsewhere to get first team football, it's not a bad choice. And now we have an update about Victor Osimhen and a move to Napoli. So it looked like this transfer was definitely going to happen, but it's now been thrown into doubt because Napoli have stated that the player has changed agent, and all the negotiations that have happened prior to this, they must now start all over again. The Nigerian forward has been linked with a move to the Neapolitan side, and the report suggests a fee in the region of 60 to 81 million. And they said it could have been completed on Thursday, but again, the change of agents has definitely stopped that. And to up the interest a little bit more, his former agent has threatened virtually everyone involved in the deal with legal action. So I imagine this transfer could now drag on a little bit, and Napoli, they were looking to get their man, and now there's just so much doubt about it. Calcio Mercato are reporting that both Napoli and Inter, they're both interested in signing Franck Kessié from AC Milan. He could be available for around €40 million in the summer transfer market, and the links to Inter aren't really anything new, but before this I haven't seen him linked to Napoli. The Telegraph are saying that Everton have submitted a bid for Southampton midfielder Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. The Toffees have offered the Saints £18 million for the 24-year-old, who's also been strongly linked with a move to Tottenham. And Paul Joyce, who is very reliable, he said the same thing, but the bid that he mentions is around 14 million, not 18. And it looks like Tottenham aren't really willing to pay that amount, so they could miss out on a target and Everton could get their man. And the next story is from ABC. Lyon are set to resume their pursuit of Diego Lainez. The French side originally chased the Mexican star before he joined Real Betis last summer, or last year, and he did emerge as a future star during his time with Mexico's youth national teams. However, he has struggled to earn a regular role at Betis, and Lyon and Betis do have a very good relationship, that's following the transfer of Nabil Fekir last summer. A couple of Man City rumours up next, and the first one is from Le Temps Sport. They said Manchester City are in the front of the race to sign RB Leipzig defender Dayot Upamecano. It's being claimed that City have a head start over other clubs competing for the Frenchman, including Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid and Arsenal. The reason for this advantage, though, it isn't clear. They didn't state why they've got a head start, but they might be referring to City having no transfer, I keep getting things wrong, City having no European ban, and maybe they've got a lot more money to spend than other teams. And something to point out for Real Madrid is that Florentino Perez did say publicly after they won La Liga that don't expect any big transfers this summer. They might make a few smaller ones here and there, but the squad they've got right now will be very similar to what they have next season. Ajax left-back Nicolas Tagliafico is a potential transfer target for Manchester City this summer, and this according to new reports. The site relaying this information though is Sports Illustrated. He is set to cost around £20 million, and it's looking very likely he will leave Ajax's transfer window. He has been linked to Chelsea as well as a potential backup option to Ben Chilwell. He'd also be a lot cheaper. Sassuolo midfielder Manuel Locatelli is a subject of interest from Juventus, and this story is from Calciomercato. Maurizio Sarri is convinced that the 22-year-old can fit into the Bianconeri starting 11, but his current employers will demand a fee of €25 million for a prized asset. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I recognise the name. Is it the same player that used to play for AC Milan a couple years ago? Hertha Berlin, Eintracht Frankfurt and Hoffenheim, they're all reportedly interested in signing Milan left-back Ricardo Rodriguez. Bild report the 27-year-old could be sold for as little as €3 million, that's after losing his place in the first team at the San Siro to Theo Hernandez. His contract is set to expire next year though, and he has previously spent a short loan spell at PSV in the Eredivisie. And yet another Hertha story, this time from Marca, is that Real Madrid forward Luka Jovic, he's a subject of interest from the German side. They're hoping to bring in a Serbian international this summer, and major investors Lars Windhorst, he's prepared to pump extra money into the club. He wants to transform them into Bundesliga title contenders, and they have got a long way to go. Eurosport are saying Manchester City have reached an agreement to sign FERRAN Torres from Valencia. The Blues see the 20-year-old as the ideal replacement for Leroy Sané, who completed a move to Bayern Munich at the start of the month. Torres' representatives met with City officials to thrash out terms on Wednesday, and the deal is set to be completed once a final fee is agreed with Valencia. His deal is set to expire next year, so they will get a cut price fee, probably a similar situation to what City had with Bayern and Leroy Sané. Now, the rumours I've been seeing about the fee itself, it will probably be around 40 million. Bayern Munich have sent scouts to watch Sevilla centre-back Diego Carlos in action, and this according to German outlet Kicker. The 27-year-old Brazilian has caught the eye of several top European clubs with his performances in La Liga this season, with other reports linking him to Premier League clubs Liverpool and Manchester City. It does seem that Jerome Boateng will stay out the rest of his contract at Bayern for one more year, so maybe they're thinking long term that Diego Carlos, he can replace him then. But bear in mind they have just signed Kouassi from PSG. And next up we have got an update about Thiago and a potential move to Liverpool. So the source is going to be CF Bayern on Twitter, who works again for Bild and Sport Bild, and is considered one of the most reliable journalists around right now. He has said that Jurgen Klopp has informed the Liverpool board that he wants Thiago for the upcoming season. And Bill do add on top of this that there's already an agreement between Liverpool and Thiago that's about personal terms. Now the clubs need to find an agreement when it comes to a transfer fee. Liverpool want to pay about 25 million while Bayern want around 40. Now there could be a lot of leeway in talks because Bayern want to sell him because either if they don't now, he will probably leave on a free in a year's time, and this will also help fund future transfers. And next up we have a story from El Pai. They're saying Lionel Messi's main worry is that he doesn't have a competitive team. He does not mind taking a pay cut and joining a team which is more balanced than Barcelona. And after they lost out on the title to Real Madrid last night for me, so on Thursday night for you guys, he said the following: Roma, Liverpool, the fans are running out of patience because we're not giving them anything. If we want to fight for the Champions League, a lot has to change. Like this, we will lose to Napoli. So he didn't hold back in that speech, and you can definitely understand why. He's probably very frustrated, not just by things on the pitch, like they're not going too well there, but off the pitch, the way the club is being run, it's just a shambles really. And we're at the point where Messi has 1 year left on his current contract. Does he stay and hope things get better, or does he leave now and maybe try out one last challenge before the end of his career? But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, there'll be a new video in your sub box. And finally, in the comment section below, ask me some questions, say anything, I'll try to respond to as many as I can. So thank you for watching, I'll see you next time.